mean, I was broke, born on my mother's 16th birthday, and lived in third generation of poverty. You know, but life is not determined by where you start in life; it's where you finish.
Okay, hold on, Dr. Tart.
My parents had lots of money, but they made it very clear that I had none.
Okay, that's it. Okay, Burgess, Mr. Burgess.
The simple answer is no, we were not rich. My father was an educator. My mother stayed at home. They divorced when I was in elementary school, but we made it work.
Okay.
We made it work.
Dr. McGregor?
Actually, Dr. Tart and I grew up in the same community, so I'm familiar with that same experience. You couldn't look at anything I was wearing, drove, to tell that I had anything, but they had plenty of money.
Okay. Finally, Roger Bob.
No, middle class, blue collar, you know, in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy.
Now, the reason why I asked that question as I transfer down the line to you is, everybody wants to be a star. You the star maker. Everybody wants to be a star. How do you, please tell us, how do you deal with the young black men that come to you that want to be a star?
Well, here's the thing. It can be very frustrating, but obviously we can't give up. You know, I'm a strong believer in it takes a village to raise a child. Fortunately, where I grew up in Brooklyn, I had a lot of aunties and uncles, and I knew that although I may walk 2 or 3 blocks and think I could act a fool 2 or 3 blocks away, I knew somebody had eyes on me in my community that would check me. And I think the problem that we have is that I don't think we fully subscribe to that it takes a village to raise a child, and it truly does, especially when the children in that village are being raised by one parent, especially when the children, especially young black men in that community, do not have a male role model to influence them. You know, it's one thing, and I see it all the time, my mother complains about this person with their pants sagging, this person's not doing anything, and it's like, well, Mom, you know, you have to understand that you don't know the environment that young man comes from. If he doesn't have a man in his life to tell him what's right and wrong, he's going to do the wrong thing. So it behooves us as men in the community to basically embrace these young men and not scorn them, not look upon them. And that's the attitude that I have. I'm with you. I really have not had any good male interns for quite a while, but that doesn't discourage me. And what it does, it puts it on me to basically whoop the tail of the male intern that I do have to make him leave a better person that he came from. And that's what I subscribe to in life. If a person's not up to par, if a young man's not doing the right thing, I will go to a young man who I see behaving in an inappropriate way and tell him, hey man, that's not cool, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't, but at least I can go to bed at night knowing that I tried to do the right thing.